amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game. Williams, a screen on James. Pass to Wallace. Clock at 6. And here is Dort. And it's off from three-point range. Here's the great Wallace covering. Christie kicks to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Offensive rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander misses from short range.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Well, you look at the great, a fierce inside defender. Tops in the NBA in blocks.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Taylor's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Floats it up for Williams. Stolen by Smart. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Wallace outside. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Wallace. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. LA has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. They double him with Wallace. He got it again! Sensational! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gobert. On the wing, Williams. Wallace with a screen on Okongwu. Williams, that's good.
Again, it's Jalen Williams. He is in a groove, playing with confidence. Just keep finding him.
Here's Lawrence, powered down with both hands.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Smart on the wing. Here's Dunn. Knocks down the three ball. Dunn's got 6.
It's kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Pass to Williams. From past the arc. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Christie against Wallace. Dunn outside. Here's the great. He's guarded by Williams. Fires the three. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Christie. Christie's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Taylor against Dunn. Taylor kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tipped. To the inside. Here's Lawrence. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Williams finds Wallace. No good from outside. Wallace has got 3 of his 9 shots to fall. Here's the great. He's guarded by Williams. Once again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And finished off by Gobert.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Lawrence. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Okay.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Oklahoma City shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Outside Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander to the paint. Here's Gobert. Lakers with the rebound. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking and makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
For the Thunder, Jones checked in for Rudy Gobert. Person comes in for Williams. And Topic is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Topic, guarded by Smart. And Jones slams it home.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Here's the great. Here's Christie. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got the great. Smart is out there with Austin Reed. And it's Dawkins. And it's Owoma in at the 3. Here's Lawrence. And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's Topic. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Oklahoma City shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively.
Los Angeles foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Dort. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Topic.
And such a pest on the defensive end. Smart creates tremendous pressure.
Inside, here's Dawkins. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Now here's Williams. Door to screen on Dawkins. Pass to Topic. Off target from three-point range.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down. I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Williams with a clean look. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Shot to stop the run. Rebound by Lawrence.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Williams. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Williams, a screen on Smart. Topic, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Oklahoma City shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Outside, Dort. Down low, Williams kicks to Jones. To the middle. And Taylor with the stuff.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
The Lakers have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And it's good, 2 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Lawrence passes to Dawkins. Plays it up and banks it in. Dawkins has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Topic. 3-pointer. The great grabs the miss.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Dawkins. Now Reeves. The tray. Awoma with the bucket. Awoma's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Williams kicks to Jones. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Here's the great. Outside, Smart. Pass to the great. Here's Dawkins. 3-pointer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
At the elbow, Jones. Now Williams trying to end the drought. Jones, no luck. LA's on 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Reeves, and another basket for the Lakers.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Topic. So, Greg, you played the point. In creative player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jones. Person comes in for Williams. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Taylor. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Topic. The great misses. The Thunder shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Dort, wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Dort's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's the great Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And the basket by the great.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
To the inside. Pass to Person. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Dort misses.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Over Clark. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And the basket by the great.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Person kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a three. Buries it from three-point range.
You're trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
Lawrence passes to Clark. Down low. Deflects the pass. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Looking to get it going. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
The shot's good from Christie.
He shot a lower than average volume here tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped the team build the lead.
Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Lawrence. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Smart. Now here's Gobert. He's tightly guarded. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go from the corner. And that's 18 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Lawrence. Smart kicks to Clark. Here's Lawrence. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. They get it back. Williams finds Gobert. And it's blocked by Lawrence. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple of years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Williams. Leaps for it. Off target with his three.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the great.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Smart. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Such good length for a guard. Opponents struggled to keep Gilgeous-Alexander from scoring the basketball.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's good from Lawrence.
2 shots.
That one is no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smart against Wallace. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.
Good game, MP.
That's what I'm talking about.